Welcome back to our channel for more real talk on moving to Ghana, West Africa. And today we're interviewing a very dynamic and powerful young man, KKC, about his work through his organisation Talent Hub and his career as an international football coach and manager. And he'll be talking to us today about talent in Ghana and sharing his opinions on how we can inspire the youth of Ghana for the future. So before we begin, please remember, as we always ask you to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, because remember, it's free, it's quick and painless, and it's not selfish to put yourself first. Now for this video, someone else did the filming, which was great, but the sound quality is very challenging. So please bear with us, but be sure to watch to the end because it gets really spicy.
I'm the founder of the KKC Talent Hub. I was formerly a football agent, I'm now a talent agent.
So you're a football agent? Where? In the UK or in Ghana? Globally? My God, but you're so young. When did you start? How did you get started as a football agent?
Okay, I actually started off as a coach at first, because basically when I was young I was quite good at football, but my gifts were more the understanding of the game.
Brilliant.
I was born with sickle cell, so that didn't help me in terms of the physical attributes that people would look for in football, but intellectually I was still able to compete. Unfortunately, at a young age, I subsequently got diagnosed with cancer, lymphoma cancer. However, once healed from that...
You all right to talk about this?
Yeah.
I never script my interviews.
Let's carry on.
And sometimes there's always a surprise. So I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear that you recovered.
That
wow,
was
you're a survivor.
2007 and
Fantastic.
in 2021.
Yeah. Okay, it's a blessing. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, subsequently, when my peers heard that I had had cancer but had survived, I had been saying to people that, look, I want young people to learn from my mistakes. If we're honest, you can't say that cancer is self-inflicted. However, I played my part in terms of a bad diet, smoking, still playing football. So you can't play football, be smoking, have a bad diet and think that your body is not going to react. Cancer is just a mutation of cells. Consequently, when everyone was hearing that, I was saying I wanted young people to learn from my mistakes. A good friend of mine, Kemi Falari, she had set up a youth organisation, or was in the process of setting up a youth organisation, as one of the young lads in her area, Billy Cox, had been murdered.
Which area was that?
That was in Clapham. So she started a foundation or a charity called Young People Matter. Asked me to come and help her with the organisation. She said to me, I was such a good footballer, why wouldn't I set up a football academy? And that's where my coaching journey began. But then anyone who knows me knows that I don't want number two, I want number one. If it's not the best, I don't want it. I don't understand not having the best. And the best where it comes to football is professional football. So I almost outgrew community football very quickly and subsequently translated it into professional football. When I went into professional football, I started off again with the coaching, but then I discovered very quickly that I wasn't actually a coach, I was a manager. So it was the youth work that, as a youth worker, there are elements of pastoral care. Elements of pastoral care are in coaching. But then the way I am, I don't want to be on a training pitch. I've got no interest. I want to go to the games and I just want to win matches. That's a manager. Managers are about results, coaches are about development. The youth worker is about development. So that's where it was misconstrued with me. Because the youth work element, my natural character as a youth worker, people saw that pastoral care. But then when we came to football with the management, people, those who didn't know me or understand me would think I'm harsh. The footballers, they loved it because they knew that the harshness was because if you're exceptional, I'm going to be harder on you. Because if you're exceptional, you're going into an environment where everybody's exceptional. You're not going to stand out. So you have to stand out to be able to pass a trial or get a contract. So those that want to be at the top level, they understand. they also understand, or not, but whether they do or not, the concept of duality. I'm able to transmute from one form to the next. So I may be hard on someone at this juncture, but once they get their contract, then I can be soft and mollycoddle them or mentor them and help them with their issues or whatever.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's about transmutation, and it's about being able to go from one form to the next. Otherwise, how do you find the excellent balance?
It's got to be an answer.
There is an answer. The answer is education.
Okay.
However, how can you teach someone who doesn't want to learn? That's
Quick part 2. There's got to be an answer. We can't leave it at that. There's got to, you said education, so you're saying start with the next generation and give them what kind of education do they need?
They need to understand who they are. They need to understand where they're coming from. You see, I always come back home because a seed goes best in the soil that it's made from.
Yes.
This is the soil that I come from. So every time I come back, recalibrate, nourish myself, and then go forth in the hub that I'll bear fruit. It's the same thing for children.
Are you involved in education here? Just to prompt you, yeah?
Yes. So, I mean, for us, what we try to do is a lot of the times people will tell you, oh, but there's no one to push with. But they don't realize that in this life, no one's coming to save you. You were born, and your parents are custodians. They're just there to guide you. Your life is yours. It's for you to make decisions and to make choices. Yes, when you're a minor, that's why you're called a dependent, because you're dependent on the adult that's been instructed to guide you, to make better choices for you. But the moment you become an adult, you must be able to make the right choices. However, if you're not taught properly as a child, as an adult, you're going to make the right choices. Somewhere along the line, whether it was from slavery or whether it's mental slavery, there is a stumbling block here, but it's mental. And whether it's the leaders or it's the people, it's the same thing. It just looks different, but it's the same. So, how do we change it? First of all, Ghanaians have to be proud to be Ghanaian. That's the first place. Like I said, I've done work in Qatar. The Qatari slogan is Qataris deserve the best.
Wow.
That's why.
Powerful.
Exactly, and that's why they are the way they are. That's why the Qataris own PSG. That's why they own all of these big, because they deserve the best. So they don't want anything less. Why don't Ghanaians deserve the best? Why would a Ghanaian give a Nigerian the best before his fellow Ghanaian brother? All of this galamsey that I'm hearing about in Ghana, how come we haven't heard about galamsey in Nigeria? And Nigeria and Ghana, they're cousins. They're very close. So why? Why is there no galamsey in Nigeria? It's because we don't have the sense of pride of being a Ghanaian. Where I differ is I'm from the mountains. From the mountains, that's number one. Number two,
Why does that make you different?
If you check your research, most of those from the mountains were never enslaved. That's why people always talk about the Ashanti, the Ashanti, the Ashanti. That's why. As much, whatever they did, whether they were mercenaries, whether they were warriors, whether they were killers, it doesn't matter, they weren't enslaved. So then that's why they carry themselves the way they do. When people say Ashanti Boga, it's almost a slight, because they see them as arrogant. But is it arrogant, or are you just proud to be Ghanaian? When I say the statement, because people always say, oh, but you're British, and I'm like, if a stallion is born in a kennel, does it make it a dog? I neigh, I don't bark. I think it's arrogance. It's not arrogant. It's that I know who I am. And I also know that, with all due respect,
Go on, say it.
Ghana's the greatest nation. Ghana's the greatest nation. The people that come from are the greatest people.
Say that again. Say that right into the camera.
I've turned to the camera to say that I mean that. I'm a man of purpose. I speak with purpose. And my words are purposeful. And therefore, I say that Ghana is the greatest nation on the earth. It is.
On that, I think we're going to end with KKC Talent Hub, and we're going to come back to you at a later date. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, what a powerful interview with KKC of Talent Hub, KKC Talent Hub. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Also check us out on other platforms and click the notification bell on all so you never miss an upload. And thank you for your support. Thanks for giving us your time, and we really look forward to seeing you in Ghana next time.